Welcome to The Snack, a lighter serving of Girls Gotta Eat.
This is a Dear Media production.
Enjoy.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody. How are we doing? How are we doing, everybody?
I've never heard that sound come out of your body.
What's up, LA?
You know what you said to me the other day that
What?
I've never heard come out of your body? I've been meaning to bring this up. So we were texting, and you said the word scaly with a W to me.
Yeah, but I was being like funny.
And I was like,
Oh, did I
did
baby
she
talk?
just baby talk me?
And it was in context. Like I was scared.
I was like, does she think she's talking to her fiance? Because she has never baby talked me in this
You're
friendship.
right. I never have. Some friends you fuck around like that. I'm
You
not
baby talk other friends?
No, like I was joking. I was like being a little bitch about something.
I've never heard you baby talk me. It's been a lot of years of friendship.
Well, it'll never happen again.
No, I didn't like it.
I thought I was being funny, but here we are. You guys heard it here first.
I didn't expect it from you. Did you guys baby talk each other?
No.
No?
No.
I can't imagine him doing it.
But we both talked to Azul in like our dog voice.
Dog voice is different. You have to baby talk a dog. That's crazy.
Okay, well, speaking of scaly, I am doing something tonight as the episode airs, Thursday. I'm doing something for the first time tonight with my fiance that we haven't done, and that is that we are going to the movies. We're going to see Sinners.
Wait, what do you mean? You guys have seen a movie together?
We have not been to the movies.
What do you say to
I
me?
know. Like, let me know if there's anyone out there who got engaged before they ever went to a movie theater.
Actually, I am like...
I thought I talked about this on the podcast. Like, it hasn't come up. And when we were long distance, we just didn't want that to be date nights. I mean, I would have been fine with it. He was just like, I don't want to spend the night in the movie theater. Like, we've watched a million movies together on the couch, but nothing has come up in the theaters that we both really wanted to see.
This, I guess, okay, it's jogging my memory. We have talked about how you guys hadn't previously seen a movie together because you were long distance, so you did like more fun stuff when you were together. But this is really
Isn't
shocking.
it crazy? So, but again, it's like, think of the movies we go and see. Barbie or Wicked or Mean Girls. Like, you know, movies we go less, and so they're kind of the big blockbuster hits, and they're just like for the girls. And I don't like big action movies like Marvel. So Sinners is bridging the gap for both of us. I've heard nothing but amazing things. I cannot wait to see it.
Well, you and I, when did we finally see a movie? Was it like 5 years into our relationship? 6 years? I think the Barbie movie was the first movie we ever saw together.
Technically, it was that premiere of that Mila Kunis movie that we hated.
That was
where we almost walked out of the theater because there should have been a trigger warning on it. That movie was insane. Luckiest girl in the world, whatever. We talked about it, I think, on the podcast. But anyway, so tonight, as you guys listen, first movie together. I'll report on it next week. And then tomorrow, going to Beyonce.
How do you think it's going to go, the movie together?
The movie together? I think it's going to be great. We go to the full recline. Uh-huh. We'll have some beers.
That's my favorite theater.
Yeah, it's good. We go to the Marina Del Rey 6, AMC 6.
Yeah, we love it.
Full recline. That's where it's at.
I mean, those seats are so big. They bring you food. Yeah. I always get a whole bottle of wine and bring it in there with me.
Raina will always get bottle service for us at that movie theater. Kim Crawford, Sauvignon Blanc, and popcorn. Girl dinner.
I walk out of there so drunk.
All right, and then Beyonce tomorrow. So I'll talk about Beyonce next week.
Yeah.
Big weekend.
I'm sad
You're
I'm
in
not
Pittsburgh.
be here for it. I'll be in Pittsburgh. It's Mother's Day weekend. My sister-in-law is coming into town with the baby. And so I've only met my nephew in person one time.
Oh, fraud.
I know. I mean, I have a million pictures of him and I talk to him every week, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't talk back, but he's learning. He's forming memories of me. But this will be the second time I get to like be with him, touch him, hold him. I'm really excited. I can't wait.
Special.
I can't wait.
He's just going to be such a different human.
Well, when I met him, he was still at the stage where
newborn.
he couldn't like make eye contact or smile. Now he's like so smiley when he sees me. I just love him so much. I can't wait.
So great.
All right. Well, we can just thank our partners and jump right into our med coverage. Thanks to Liquid IV, get 20% off your first order at liquidiv.com with code GGE, and Built, get points by paying rent at joinbuilt.com/GGE.
And thank you to Simply Pop. Go to cokeurl.com/simplypop to find out where you can try Simply Pop. And Addie, learn more at addie.com. Okay, Rain, you got to kick off the report because you came up with this report. You had to convince me of it, and I came around.
It's just... It's like something I don't care about, but there's so much of it, and that is who is Sydney Sweeney dating report.
Yes, she Sydney Sweeney, we'll talk about who she's been rumored with. Is she just like this year's debutante? I feel like this is like Bridgerton, who's she going to end up with type thing.
People act like they've never seen a blonde girl with big boobs before. It's the most famous face and body like in the world. And I think that she's beautiful.
Well, people latched on to a broken engagement too. Mm-hmm. So there was that. You guys are so similar in so many ways.
I know. We are.
Sydney.
Yes, my boobs used to be as big as hers. Every time I see them, I'm like, damn, I miss those guys.
I'm talking about the engagement. You're like the boob.
Yeah, talking about being like a really petite blonde girl with huge boobs.
There's honestly only two. There's only honestly two hot, petite, big booby blondes who have called off engagements, and that's Raina and Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. So she is just, I mean, since they broke up, she's not trying to hide from media coverage.
Love it.
She just like, she did a picture with Emily Ratajkowski and was like the biggest picture of the week. And
that didn't get enough play on my Instagram. What were you doing that weekend? You were in Vegas, right?
Like it was 9/11. Like I should remember I was.
Where did you never forget? Where were you? I posted that picture of them in the meatpacking district, which we had just been there, and they're walking down the street. And I said, "Love this picture of me and Raina." And you didn't even repost it. You didn't even comment on it. It was so me and you.
Where was I?
I think you were. I think it was Vegas.
I was in Vegas.
Yeah, so you were not alive.
I was stigmatized.
I did
that weekend.
I did post it. I remember posting it from Chicago in the bed, and you were not well. You were alone, scared. What is it? Strong, lost, unsure how to proceed. Strong.
Brave. I'm so brave.
Okay, so tell us who she's been
pictured with. Brendan Sklenar. So they were at Stagecoach together, really just kind of amping it up. So they are in the upcoming Housemaid movie with Amanda Seyfried. Is that who the other actress is?
Okay.
Which I'm really excited about. So they're the stars of that movie, which is one of the biggest books of the last couple years. And so they're the stars of it.
And Brandon Sklenar is still a newer name, but he was Atlas in It Ends With Us, and just I adore him.
I love him. He's so hot.
I'm fine with that.
And obviously Glenn Powell, people think. And then she also was spotted in Las Vegas with Machine Gun Kelly. And then Patrick Schwarzenegger. I mean, it just never stops.
MGK? Is this really like, they were hugging?
They were just hugging, and they were at some like show just like watching the performance together.
I would love if this type of speculation happened with you, because you were always all over everybody. Like, I'm just thinking of like the amount of people you would be like, it'd be like Francis, or like
Francis is the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, Rob, married Rob, my brother. Like it would just be like all these scandals.
I do be up on people a lot. Like I touch everybody. I'm always up on everybody. Me and Jeremy were like never not like in the car. I have my head on his lap.
All of our guests.
Literally all of our guests.
This should be the news. You know what?
We had that Sean Galanos on a few weeks ago, and everybody was in the comments like shipping you guys. He doesn't even follow me on Instagram.
That's it. That's on him.
Yeah, that is on him. One time he asked if he could call me, and then I said yes, and he just didn't.
So anyway, it's not going to work out with Raina and Sean. That was definitely the most people have shipped you. He won't take our calls. Or he won't call her back.
He's like hard to get. He was like, "Can I call you?" And I was like, "Absolutely." And he was like, "What I'm going to do is not call you."
The fact that he didn't follow us. I followed him, then unfollowed him. When you told me he wasn't following us, I was like, well, I'm not going to follow him. And I'm not even petty like that, but it came over me. I was like, oh, come on, Sean.
Okay, you know what's so embarrassing is here and there, I get served his content when I'm scrolling Reels, and I will respond to it here and there. And it's so embarrassing because I am not following him, but I'll respond to his Reels sometimes. Yeah. That's humiliating. He's like, she's searching for this. Still waiting for that phone call.
Okay, let's get into our Met Gala coverage.
Okay, do you want to start with the theme?
Yes,
and you'll explain the theme.
We love a theme.
Who doesn't?
So this year's theme was, of course, they're all hotly anticipated, but the dress code was called Tailored for You, inspired by the accompanying exhibition, which not everybody knows this, but it always has to do with like the exhibition that's going to be at the Met.
Right.
Which is a museum, if you guys didn't know. I'm sure there's someone out there that's like, oh, I get it now.
Oh, that's what the Met is. Yes, the Met steps.
And it was super fine tailoring black style, which explores the history of black dandyism. So menswear inspired, celebrating black culture, a lot of history behind it that you guys can dive into if you want more. But I loved it because I was like, what are the plays going to be? And what do you have to say? We both have so much to say. Where do you want to start?
I mean, I love it every year seeing how people are going to interpret it. I thought this was the first year that I was so bored by a lot of people's interpretations of it. Like, normally I'm like, that was hideous, but they really like went for it.
Yeah.
Like, there was a large group of people this year I was like, did we not try?
The white people.
White people. The white women.
The white women.
The white women and Jeremy Allen White.
Don't.
So it's a white theme of people who didn't do a good job. I mean, I just thought a couple people.
White people and Jeremy Allen White. All the whites.
All the whites. I mean, it's no secret. Like, people saw Hailey Bieber and Kendall Jenner, and it just felt like they kind of phoned it in.
No, hold on.
Heidi
That's where we have to
Klum.
start. I've never in my life seen something that boring and shocking as Hailey Bieber and Kendall Jenner. I saw Hailey Bieber first. I was like, Rain and I have worn this both to so many live shows.
Literally that. I wore that tuxedo outfit to our live show in Boston the night that you met your fiance.
Yes, I have an iteration of it too. Like, it's just been done so many times. A suit jacket as like a little mini dress.
With
I mean,
heels?
she looked gorgeous.
Yeah, everybody
The
did.
jewelry looked good, but like, what are we doing? Kendall, I can't believe she put that on and said, send it. But she's doing something because her after party outfit was so boring too. And this is just my opinion. All of this is so subjective, but I saw so many memes like this is us going out in 2012. It was something they looked like the sales girls at Aritzia. Like, I was dying over it. I couldn't believe how boring it was.
I know. I was really shocked by it. And I really loved everybody's after party outfits, even the ones I didn't
Besides
like
Kendall
on the
Jenner.
carpet, except for Kendall Jenner.
Oof, what was that?
Then there was just a few people that just decided to do no theme.
You
at
shouldn't be allowed
all.
to go.
A couple people I thought looked amazing, but like Priyanka Chopra, she looked so incredible, but I think she thought she was going to the Derby party.
So derby.
Shakira, she looked like the top of a wedding cake, a hot pink one. I mean, all these women, they look stunning, but also they weren't on theme. And you shouldn't get to stay.
Joe Burrow, suck a dick. Like, tailored men's style. He shows up in a baggy suit. White dude, get out of here. I did like full menswear. I love Zendaya always. It wasn't my favorite look of hers. She usually takes my breath away. I liked the menswear inspired looks with the feminine twist. So for me, Rihanna, of course, she had to reveal another baby. I posted on my story. People are like, give us another album. And that Pawn Stars meme. And she's like, the best I can do is a baby.
Anything to not put out an album.
Anything to not put out an album. And then I just say something about her too. And then Kylie.
That was one of your favorites?
I mean,
Or you think just comparison to the rest of the Kardashian Jenner bunch?
Kylie might have been my second favorite. What? Laura Harrier, who I'm not too familiar with, but actress model in Zach Posen, was this white, like the bodice, I guess, was like suit jacket and then these giant pants and flowy sleeves. So she still had the tailoring, but it was this gorgeous, ethereal, feminine twist. But I think Kylie, I loved it.
Interesting.
And then there was these gloves.
She really went for it, and I'll take that over what her sister did.
Yeah.
I mean, at least she like tried to do something there.
Raina, can I tell you one of the most embarrassing things?
Yes.
And you know this, but I just kept seeing these pictures of Rihanna in her like pre-outfit.
Glad you brought this up so I didn't have to.
It looked like they were paparazzi photos because I guess she was leaving the hotel. But the pictures I saw in this outfit, she was like a blue top, a blue skirt. Like, I was like, is this aloe yoga? Like,
you were nice about it though. It was very funny. You were like, I don't really get it.
I would never drag her, but I was like, she can't be wearing that to the Met Gala. And you were like, Ashley, that's like not the outfit she's wearing. That she's just leaving the hotel. That's like her airport outfit. And I was like, oh, you're right. I felt so dumb. I was like, how could I think she would wear that on the red carpet?
She did wear it in like a photo shoot walking down the street.
That's what I'm saying.
So I actually didn't make fun of you that much.
You
I'm saying
didn't.
that because I didn't think I was
You really didn't give me a like, what are you stupid energy.
Well, because she took so many photos in it and not one other person did. Nobody else was photographed going into the Carlisle.
That box.
Yes.
Who was in the box?
People think it's Doechii.
Doechii.
Because
do we know?
You could see the shoes, and Doechii was wearing shoes
Loafers.
that were similar to that.
Most comfortable outfit on the red carpet.
It's a good call. She was in my top three.
It was fun. It was
dressed.
just, I've never seen a woman look so comfortable. Big baggy shorts, loafers, knee socks.
I mean, that's how I'm trying to go out.
Yeah.
Okay, my three favorite women, Zoe Saldana and Tom Brown. She had that black and white buttons down the whole front and buttons down the side. Doechii was my favorite. And also Coco Jones, she was in the beaded all white outfit and it had like a giant beaded cape also. The designer team is Manish Mayorta. Lord. Who's to say?
Yeah.
But those were my favorite women. My favorite man was Coleman Domingo, and he also was one of the co-chairs of the event, and he wore 2 outfits, and I thought the second outfit, I like the blue cape, but the second one just ate the house down for me.
I loved Pharrell's pearl jacket. I love some intricacy like that. So I was into that. And then Pharrell also leads us into Sabrina Carpenter, which I know you have stuff to say, but I guess he told her, you're too short to wear pants.
So I would have loved to see her in pants. I liked the outfit.
Coming from someone who's not wearing pants.
Yes, as a non-pants wearer, I thought she wore the same outfit she wears every day. And that's not, I love it. And I would wear that every day too, the bodice with no pants, but like she just did an iteration of that with like tails, which like, maybe she's just like, that's what I wear. That's what I'm the Steve Jobs of bodysuits, and I just switch them out. But I would have died to see her in like a pantsuit. I think that she would have just looked so sexy.
But she is so short. Like
I'm short. I wear pants.
But you have to relate, which you really stopped wearing them on stage.
Pants.
Yes,
I really did. Stop wearing pants.
You wore underwear to the ace, and then you just kept wearing underwear. So don't be out here. Yes, you used to wear pants. I'm sure she did too. And then you get more famous and you're like, no more pants.
I mean, our live shows this year, I didn't wear a bra. I wore nipple pasties. My shirt was see-through. I had on gold underwear.
I loved her look. I don't even think I would have clocked it in black, but that color.
I was glad to see people in color.
That color is just so stunning, that like burgundy eggplant color. People are saying she's transitioning into the green M&M, and I can't unsee it. She is the great M&M. Can I just say something else? I want to like get through everything. But Rihanna and Ciara made up. So they had I don't know if it's long-standing beef, but they beefed on Twitter, I think in 2011. Do you remember this?
No.
Ciara had tweeted, "Trust me, Rihanna, you don't want to see me on or off the stage." And Rihanna clapped back, "Good luck with booking that stage you speak of." And so they did used to have beef, and then
what a clapback.
This photo of them, Ciara looked gorgeous, obviously, and she's touching Rihanna's belly. And so it appears they made up, which you love to see it.
Love it.
Those two queens, we don't need them beefing.
I had a couple other thoughts for you. Who was in the box was one of them, Rihanna's outfit. White Lotus cast, was nice to see them back together. And I think Patrick Schwarzenegger really took like a big risk with that outfit. Wasn't for me, but maybe I don't understand fashion. Lisa, also from White Lotus, I loved her outfit, and she wore these underwear that had, I guess, Rosa Parks stitched all over it. Yeah. And I thought the outfit was really cool, but there was like full frontal, just zoomed in crotch shots of her, and I was like, is this necessary?
Like on the cut. On the cut. Why was it Rosa Parks? Is this controversial? Why? Why is Rosa Parks on your puss? Could it not?
I can't speak to it.
I don't know. I don't want to speak on it either. I don't know.
I mean, I liked the outfit. I can't speak to the meaning of it. I just thought it was a little uncalled for to zoom in.
Loved the outfit.
Yeah.
I liked how Patrick Schwarzenegger and Amy Lou Wood were like, should we ride together? Like they both said they've never been. And so they were nervous to go. So they just went together. And I was just like, this is if he would have got the girl. You know, nature is healing. I loved seeing photos of them together.
That's a good call.
And the exes.
Okay, so let's talk about all the exes that were there together. I mean, I do always forget how many people in Hollywood have like dated each other and are just on that carpet together.
Do you think you're getting dressed and you're like, oh, my ex is going to be there and I'm supposed to wear like a men's suit?
Yes,
I think. Do you think some of these women were like, I'm not doing the theme, my ex is going to be there?
I think that like celebs are just like us, and I think that they're like, my ex is going to be there.
Yeah,
totally.
So Miley and Patrick Schwarzenegger, who I've dated like 10 years ago. Barry Keoghan and Sabrina Carpenter, Rosalia and Jeremy Allen White, Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny.
I actually forgot about that. People loved his outfit.
Nicole Scherzinger and Lewis Hamilton, which I didn't know. Sir Lewis Hamilton. He looked so good too.
I loved his outfit.
Miley Cyrus and Nick Jonas. Like what?
From when they were kids.
Are there other ones? This was like an elite daily roundup.
I saw that one.
Okay.
I don't know. That was all that came to mind.
But of course, there's more there. Technically, I'm sure.
I'm sure they sleep with people that doesn't go public. Also, it is just crazy to think that you're just like all dressed up. I mean, half those people are in dresses that are so uncomfortable that people have to pick them up and like move them up the steps.
Totally.
So, like, what if you're just like your ex is just watching this happen? People have to carry
exactly.
Up the steps.
I just feel like we will never feel the thrill of camp theme.
I miss it.
The camp theme. 2019 was camp. That was a wild time. That was like the last Met before COVID. It's 2019 was insane.
People really sent it.
That no one like knew what people were going to do. I mean, those were the memes. You'll never top those memes. It was just so wild.
I know. It was really cool. I mean, honestly, the way that Kendall Jenner and Hailey Bieber phoned it in, it was giving Coachella. Like, no one cared to dress up this year at Coachella. It was cringe to do it, I guess. And so they were like, I'm also not dressing up for the Met Gala.
Ugh.
Also, I don't know if you have any insights into this. I guess Anna Wintour doesn't do the theme.
I don't know.
She like famously doesn't do the theme.
She looks, I don't get it.
Well, I didn't understand like that dress.
Is that a thing?
I mean, listen, she is the curator of style and taste, so who am I to talk about?
She can do whatever she wants. It's her party.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt from Etsy and no pants. So.
But like you could be at Rainapalooza and not do the theme if you wanted. We would all talk shit behind your back. You wear Kendall Jenner's outfit to Rainapalooza. You're like festival wear, and then you wear a suit.
I was thinking like, how do I stand out? But I don't want to. I want to be on theme with
do
everybody.
The theme.
So I don't really understand it. But I guess she doesn't do the theme. She's like, this is my party, and I'll do whatever I want to.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, well, we're just going to take a quick break, and we will get back into it.
Okay, this is a PSA for anyone who rents. If you haven't heard of Built, you're about to thank us. Earning points on rent is now a reality. When you pay your rent through Built, you don't even have to check with your landlord to start earning points that you can use towards flights, hotel stays, fitness classes, and even your next rental payment. Let me break it down for you. There is no cost to join Built, and as a member, you'll earn valuable points on rent and on your everyday spending. Built points can be transferred to your favorite hotels and airlines, and even the ones you haven't heard of. There are over 500 airlines and 700,000 hotels and properties around the world you can redeem your Built points toward. Points can also be redeemed towards future rent payments and unique experiences that only Built members can access. So if you're not earning points on rent, my question is, why not? Start earning points on rent you're already paying by going to joinbuilt.com/GGE. That's JOINBILT.com/GGE. Make sure to use our URL so that they know that we sent you. That is joinbuilt.com/GGE to start earning points on your rental payments today.
Okay, and I am telling you guys about a partner that we have been loving. We are so excited. Simply has launched a new prebiotic soda, Simply Pop, the new juicy soda. There are 5 flavors: pineapple, mango, lime, strawberry, citrus punch, and fruit punch. We love this. I mean, I obviously like, who doesn't want something that's going to be prebiotic, that's going to taste great, made with real fruit juice? Simply Pop supports gut health, so big on gut health, with 6 grams of prebiotic fiber, no added sugars, sweetened with juices, monk fruit extract, supports immune health with zinc and vitamin C. Simply Pop is flavor that pops. I really love all the flavors, but I'm just like a pineapple, mango kind of tropical flavor. I also love a lime. Any citrus fruit I love, but they all are really delicious. Again, made with real fruit juice. And you pair that with the zinc and the vitamin C, and it's going to support your immune health. You just really can't beat it. So this is all new. You guys might be hearing about it for the first time here today.
Heard it here first.
And we really encourage you guys to check it out. You can go to cokeurl.com/simplypop and find out where you can try Simply Pop.
This is still going on every single day. Bill Belichick and his girlfriend, just tea on tea about them.
This is really...
I'm living for it. Can I tell you? This explains the whole situation. Like, this will encapsulate the whole thing for you. So, basically, like, she's allegedly been, like, running his whole life, his business. She's on all the business emails. People have to go through her to, like, whatever. And everybody's
JordOn, just so you guys...
it's not Jordan. It's JordOn.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm just saying her name because I didn't think you... I call her JordOn.
Oh, because she does emphasize the O.
Yeah, so
Hudson.
JordOn Hudson. Anyway.
So people are just like, how is this happening? Like, how is this like really famous coach allowing this like kid? So I'm telling my dad about this situation. I'm like explaining to him the Bill Belichick situation, and I'm giving him all this background information and the tea. And I like pause. I'm like, do you have any thoughts about this? And he goes, man, I would love a 24-year-old girlfriend.
Raina, no.
And that to me is what's happening here. Like, it's not deeper than that.
Wait, for like the young hotness or for her running everything?
The young hotness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because now I'm thinking like, he doesn't have to lift a finger with her around.
He's just like, let her cook.
So accurate. I mean, listen, people are coming for her in a vicious way, and I don't like it. And that's not what we're about.
You said to me she's the smartest person alive. She is.
Yeah, Nikki Glaser has kind of spoken out about it. I mean, Nikki Glaser's invested anyway because of the Tom Brady roast. So she's got her thoughts on the franchise and, the ex-coach. But like, if he's mentally with it enough to coach a college football team and he is so pussy whipped by this 24-year-old, then he can let her do this. Like, yeah, I mean, he has people around him. If there really is cause for concern, he has family, he has children, they can step in. But otherwise, yes, let her cook. And last week we talked a lot about coming from a woman's standpoint. How could you want to date someone that old? But even it's creepy for him. No offense to Bill, but like he's chose to date this 24-year-old, and it's kind of like I'm here for the jokes, but not the vitriol towards her. But she does seem fucking unhinged, and like she has an agenda.
I do think
she's totally cuckoo.
The media has vilified her. Even like articles. So like I saw this headline on page 6. It says Bethany Frankel levies scathing TikTok commentary about quote unquote stupid or like brainless Jordan Hudson. And I watched the TikTok, and number one, not scathing. Number two, did not call her stupid. Like I thought it was insightful. Bethany Frankel was saying, my father used to date young women who were extremely a lot younger than him, that maybe weren't the most intelligent, but were nice people.
Oh,
and
she seems intelligent, right?
But the media wants to make it seem like also everybody else is saying, like, that's not what she said.
Oh, I think she's pretty smart. I think she's a conniving ass.
What is she? She amassed $8 million in real estate property across 3 or 4 properties since she's been with him.
She's doing the most. And I don't know. It's like, what is this whole, Bill Belichick, this is on him if he wants to do this. I don't think he's a saint. I don't know. That documentary didn't come across that way. So it's just like, let them do what they want to do. So I just wanted to make that clear. But you have some tea.
This was so crazy. I was at dinner on Friday night with this news came out Saturday morning that she hyper inserted herself into this Dunkin' Donuts Super Bowl commercial that Bill Belichick was in, and it aired during the Super Bowl if you guys saw it, and it was a compilation of a few different celebrities. So it came out that she was hyper involved. She was sending crazy emails. She was making wild demands. She demanded that she be in the commercial. And
this girl is just so out of pocket.
All these celebrities in the commercial, like Ben Affleck and Bill Belichick, she's like, Bill won't do it if I'm not in it. So she demands a role in this Super Bowl commercial, and that they fly him private and all this. And they're saying that the communication was like scathing. So I'm at dinner on Friday night with people who are extremely involved in this commercial.
Totally.
And I'm getting the like play-by-play from my friend that I am with, who's, again, very involved in this commercial. And she's telling me like the correspondence between Jordan and the people producing the commercial, and just how crazy it was. And that when the commercial came out, they had cut her part from it, and she went berserk.
Scorched her.
So bad.
Burns that studio to the ground.
But then this came out Saturday morning, and I was like, did the waiters at this restaurant like scoop me on this?
I had seen it right before that too. I'd seen the Dunkin' Donuts stuff, and then you told me, but you had the inside track.
I was like, everybody at this restaurant just like scooped me on this.
Yeah. I mean, I am so curious of what is going on. Like, if he is so just blinded by her that he's letting her have all this money. I don't know. It's crazy. I would be concerned if I was in his inner circle.
I guess it's not as concerning that she's running the show, I guess, if that's what he wants to do, but it's that people are having all these negative interactions with her that would bother me. Like, I want people to think really positively of me, and I want them to think positively of the people that I employ, that they interact with.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, listen, maybe he's tired. He's like, this young girl with all this energy is going to come around and just take care of it. What do I care?
She could be in the commercial. What do I care?
It's interesting when people tarnish their own legacy. And I don't know that this is what's happening, but I think about this a lot. Like with people who really have a legacy and then just run it into the ground. Top Rudy Giuliani. The 9/11 mayor shut down the mob. A joke. He turned into a joke. I think about it with Elon Musk. Like, I think about this stuff a lot of like, could have chilled out? And this is not Bill Belichick because he's choosing to date this person. It's a bigger conversation. But like, is this how he's going to be remembered? He dies tomorrow. It's the Dunkin' Donuts commercial.
Well, I don't think he wants that. I think that's why she jumped in and shut down this interview. Like, I don't think he actually wants that. But like, he's dating the problem.
Right.
So
yeah,
shut
true.
the problem down.
Yeah, I guess she's saying her goal is to preserve his legacy, but. Anyway, okay. Let's talk about some other tarnished legacies. Serena van der Woodsen. No, okay. We're gonna keep it light on Blake Lively.
Yeah. So she's on a press tour for another simple favor.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
And she was doing these like photo ops in New York, and this one came out. I see the photo on Elite Daily of her like eating pizza on the street, just being like a relatable girly, just like with her gal pals. And I like zoom in on the photo, and I know the girls in the photo.
We see this like Elite Daily post, and this is nothing towards them. We love them, and it says like it's a collage of Blake Lively eating pizza. Outside of Joe's? It looks like. Probably.
I can't tell where she
Pizza
is.
in New York. And it says, oh, to be sharing a pizza with Blake Lively in NYC. Like, that's everyone's dream. And it felt, the comments were like, did she buy this account? This PR team is working overtime. And then it's all these pictures of her. And then, Little Italy pizza. And then Raina clocked that she knew some of the girls, like foodie girls.
Well, they have a big food Instagram. It's called Sisters Snacking. I love them.
Yes.
And it's these girls. They have a big presence in New York and also Boston. If you guys really want like food racks in those cities.
Totally. We want to hype them.
I love their account.
I'm just going to say it. They got asked to do this. They probably got paid to do this.
I would hope so.
But it's so funny because the PR team sat around and were like, we have got to make her relatable. Oh, I know, pizza. Pizza's the answer to everything. Sometimes it is, but they have her in this, $6,000 pizza purse. Did you see the purse?
No.
So the purse, I think they thought was going to make headlines. You can't see it in this carousel, but she's carrying this purse.
She's wearing a tweed vest, which is not something I would ever wear to eat pizza. She looks like she's going to a business meeting.
Right. So yes, in Us Weekly, it says Blake Lively hints at an Easter egg in Another Simple Favor with yummy purse, this pizza purse. So I think they were like, oh, she's wearing, she's got a cute little pizza bag. So it's $6,000. It's so relatable. So go have her eating pizza on the streets of New York. Like everybody would love to do that. Yeah. I mean, a year or two ago, we would have been like, that would be dope.
Look at Serena van der Woodsen.
To eat pizza with Gossip Girl star. But times have changed, and we just thought that was so funny. Like the staging of it all.
Yeah, it's very
And this PR team is like, pizza will do it. That'll get her back.
We'll get her to cheers with these NYC influencers in this fake staged photo. Well, good luck to her. Okay, so this article came across my desk. Also, did you see the email that we got? This girl was like, does Raina actually have a desk? No, it's just a metaphor.
Yeah, it's the same. She said, Raina desk gate. And then we got another email, and I thought they were from the same people because she's re-listening to old episodes. Someone else sent an email about something about you. Oh, it's Raina's pet salmon. These emails came in back to back. I thought they were from the same girl who's listening to old episodes. So she referenced an episode from 2018 with Andrew Collin about Raina's pet salmon. If you know, you know, but go back and listen. Okay. So tell us what we're talking about.
So we just love niche tea and niche drama for you guys. So the article in the cut that you guys can look at is called "Why is Everyone Mad at This Running Influencer?" And it's a story and something that went viral on TikTok. There is an influencer. Her name is Kate Max, Mackz, and she's a quote unquote running influencer. So her videos center around her going up to somebody and saying, "How many miles are you running today?" And then she interviews them while they run.
Can you imagine anything worse?
How do you get sentences?
You couldn't
out?
do it.
It would kill me.
Yeah.
I couldn't jog across the street.
You'd be like, let's walk today.
Love to walk.
Let's sit.
And it's cute. It's harmless. She's interviewed all kinds of people. She's actually kind of gotten away from running. I mean, she'll do some. She did one with Carl Radke kind of recently, where he's talking about his new bar. She did one with Tim Gunn. She did Tim Walz, which was really amazing. And she runs with him. He's famously a runner, so she runs with him. And they're usually just cute kind of fluff pieces.
Yeah.
There's not a real political angle to it, but she did do this run with Tim Walz, and people were like, okay, she supports the Democratic Party and Kamala, and I don't think that she's political in any way. I think
she's not.
These are supposed to be fluff pieces. So she put out a video where she goes to the White House and she meets Caroline Leavitt, who is the White House press secretary of the Trump administration.
The devil herself.
And she basically says, hey, how many miles are you running today? And she says, I'm not running, but let me give you a tour of the White House. And then proceeds to really, as you and I were just humanize Caroline Leavitt, make her look like this really kind of cute girl, and it's light, and that was that. So she posts the video, and then the internet has taken it after that. And there's been a lot of noise on the internet about her having basically uplifted this voice and done this kind of like fluff piece, humanizing the Trump administration. And she did a couple things that upset people. She posted the video 3 times, and each time she took it down, essentially to get rid of the negative comments. To clear some comments. And then
which is not how it works, sis. People are coming in.
And then she kept changing the caption every single time. And then the very next day, also upset people, she announced that she had just bought like this brand new car. And people were like, okay, well, you're making money for this now. You've taken money to promote this.
She definitely got paid to do it.
I'm not sure.
That's what my first thought.
A lot of her videos are sponsored now, almost all of them. So she does get paid to monetize this account in general. And
totally, which is fine. I'm saying so much is paid. I'm just saying like that had to be paid by the White House.
And the internet has thoughts. I think that there's this camp of people that says like not everything has to be political. This was just a fluff piece. I'm not in that camp.
You're at the White House. I mean, you're making a statement.
Yes.
These are not normal times. Like I said last week, talking about the Eagles, this isn't like it's an honor to be at the White House and with this administration. It's just, that's not the case anymore. So you are making a political statement. You know, we talk about the White House. I don't know if you looked at their social media accounts, like it's a clown show. We're an embarrassment to the rest of the world because of the White House and who's in it. That is undeniable. So you are a part of that. And you are making a statement. And I mean, I could just go off about Caroline Leavitt. I mean, we were talking about this morning. I mean, she's the mouthpiece of this administration that is doing all these terrible things and really tearing this country down to the studs. And it made her so likable. Not to me, because I know the truth, but if you didn't know any better.
She seems like a nice girl.
Nice girl, just walking around the White House. Here today.
And it is political. I mean, you are using your platform to give a mouthpiece to the mouthpiece of this administration, which is terrorizing minorities and immigrants and among other people. And humanizing this person, and it is to me highly political. And she was not, you and I aren't getting invited there. They have made a lot of statements, Caroline Leavitt specifically, that they do not want dissenting voices in the White House press room. They are inviting MAGA influencers in there to uplift their voice, which sure, every administration will bring influencers there. But this one specifically is pretty outspoken about the fact that they do not want dissenting voices there at all whatsoever. And you've aligned yourself with this person and given them a platform.
Yeah, and she's a outright liar. She's the ultimate gaslighter. These are her personality traits. So you got to know that when you're interviewing her. What can you say about Tim Walz in line with those qualities of a person? So you chose to have her on your feed. I'm just assuming it was a pretty hefty paycheck. So this influencer had to be like, oh, fuck. Okay, let me try to repost it. Let me try to alter the caption. Like, let me damage control this because I got to get it up because I got paid.
I wonder what she thought was going to happen. Like, people were just going to be like, go off, sis. Congrats. I mean, this New York City influencer who like has now aligned herself with the White House. Being there and giving the press secretary a platform is aligning yourself with their messaging. It is not bipartisan to me.
Yeah. Yes.
And what did Caroline Leavitt get on TV last week and say about Amazon? That
it was hostile and political that they were going to put their tariff charge on Amazon.
Yes.
Hostile. The audacity.
The people that created the tariffs are calling the people who are being transparent about the tariffs hostile.
It's like... It's abhorrent.
And
so yeah, go run with her. Do a little tour of the White House.
Yeah, make it cute.
But be prepared for the backlash.
Yes. I thought it was really interesting. We certainly don't want to encourage other people to go to her page and
no.
And say things to her, but
well,
she put it on her, she made a public
the comments are open.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
So I do wonder what will happen from here. And I mean, I just think if you're going to go to the White House, you're going to uplift those voices. You have to understand that people are going to see you as being aligned. You're not a bipartisan. You're not an impartial journalist.
Yeah.
That's not what you are. You're a social media influencer. Mm-hmm. I'm sure the questions were pre-vetted. I'm sure that she had to send them the interview.
Totally.
And get approval for all this. This is not like I'm just a person with no affiliation to this.
Amen.
All right, we'll take a little break and we'll get back into it.
We'll get back into this shit show.
Poop tea.
Okay, I'm telling you guys about Liquid IV. Raina, do you have Liquid IV queued up for your Rainapalooza gift bags?
I do.
Okay.
I'm doing gift bags and I'm putting Liquid IV in every bag.
Yes, we love Liquid IV so much, especially with summer. We can't imagine our lives without it. The show is sponsored by Liquid IV, and no day bag, gift bag, whatever is complete without Liquid IV. Must have hydration that makes it easy, powered by LIV Hydroscience. You guys can visit liquidiv.com and stay fueled for a long day and a long summer coming up with sugar-free hydration featuring the new raspberry lemonade hydration multiplier. Get 20% off your first order with code GGE at checkout. I like all the flavors. I love the lemon lime. I love the guava. Those are my two favorites. So if you don't know, you're just going to take this little packet and just rip it open, cut it open, and dump it in 16 ounces of water. I love ice cold water, and you're going to drink that, and it hydrates much better than water alone. Again, it's got an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. I love this so much. I mean, I love it if I'm feeling dehydrated. If you're kind of under the weather, when I had the flu, I was really leaning on it. And again, there's all these flavors you can choose from. I love the pina colada and the sugar-free flavors as well. The white peach is my favorite sugar-free flavor, 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. So you guys can ready up for a long day with extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code GG at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code GG at liquidiv.com. And Raina, let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you lost your libido?
My sex drive, is that like a serious question? I'd never recover.
I know, right? Well, the fact is millions of premenopausal women are frustrated because they lost their libido. But we're here to let you know that there's a treatment called Addyi that is clinically proven to boost libido in certain premenopausal women. And this isn't some sketchy gas station pill. It's FDA approved. Talk to your doctor to see if Addyi is right for you. And again, it is clinically proven.
I love that women have this option.
Same. You can go learn more at Addyi.com. That is ADDYI.com.
Addyi, or flibanserin, is for premenopausal women with acquired generalized hypoactive sexual desire disorder, HSDD, who have not had problems with low sexual desire in the past, who have low sexual desire no matter the type of sexual activity, the situation, or the sexual partner. The low sexual desire is troubling to them and is not due to a medical or mental health problem, problems in the relationship, or medicine or other drug use. Addyi is not for use in men or to enhance sexual performance. Your risk of severe low blood pressure and fainting is increased if you drink 1 to 2 standard alcoholic drinks close in time to your Addyi dose. Wait at least 2 hours after drinking before taking Addyi at bedtime. Your risk of severe low blood pressure and fainting is also increased if you take certain prescriptions, over-the-counter or herbal medications, or have liver problems. Low blood pressure and fainting can happen when you take Addyi, even if you don't drink alcohol or take other medicines. Do not take if you are allergic to any of the ingredients in Addyi. Allergic reactions may include hives, itching, or trouble breathing. Sleepiness, sometimes serious, can occur. Common side effects include dizziness, nausea, tiredness, difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, and dry mouth. See full PI and medication guide, including boxed warning, at addyi.com/PI or call 844-PINK-PILL. Addyi.
That is ADDYI.com. Okay, Philly's Delco Pooper arrested after road rage defecation goes viral. My Delco accent is not, I can do Delco, a hoagie.
Delco sounds like Pittsburgh to me.
It's similar.
It's similar.
So Delco is Delaware County, Philly suburb, not Delaware. But my fiance has been calling me the Delco Pooper ever since this happened.
You guys love poop nicknames.
Poopy Lady is now Delco Pooper. So can I tell you what's so funny? I was in Florida and we were with, and I was with some of our friends, Lee and Laura. And Lee kind of sheepishly is like, you guys, I follow some weird Philly accounts and this thing happened and it's like been living rent free in my mind.
It sounds more Florida than Philly to me.
Yeah. And she shows the original video on this account before it really went viral of this woman who during a road rage incident gets out of her car and shits on the hood of this other woman's car. And I'm thinking this is so niche. And then literally the next day it blows up, literally. Like the diarrhea itself. It's on KFC. It's everywhere. Like this Delco Pooper really went so viral.
I mean, sometimes I'm like, how did this happen? And then I'm like, how could this not happen?
So she says, I wanted to punch her in the face, but I pooped on her car instead and went home.
What kind of car was it? Like, how high did she? Well,
it was lower. Yeah, it wasn't like an SUV.
The way you looked at me, like I'm not getting into
no,
this.
because I've been joking with my fiance. He has a lower car, and I'm like, I could shit on your car.
Right. Well, I was thinking like an SUV. I'm not getting up there.
You couldn't get up there. And she's been arrested. The video where she's getting arrested, someone yells out, "What did you eat?" I lost it.
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me, and I asked her not to attack me.
So people are saying that the color of her poop was concerning.
So here's the thing.
And I was like, please don't show me. Please.
It's definitely
you saw it.
Diarrhea-esque. And she says it was a clean poop.
I know.
And people are like, no way, sis. But Raina, to poop on demand, can you imagine?
So I can imagine. And here's why. Okay. Like You know that, like, in the hierarchy of needs, like, anytime I decide I need something, it is an emergency. If I'm thirsty, I have to pee, I have to poop, or I'm hot. Like, all those things are an emergency. But in the hierarchy, poop is number one. Like, everything must stop immediately, and I have to go poop. So if I'm mad at somebody and I can, like, two birds with one stone it, I can't imagine it.
So glad you said that. So let me ask you, which do you think came first? The need to poop or the idea to shit on a car?
The need to poop came first, and then someone was fucking with her, and she's like, I'm going to take care of both of these things right now.
A genius among us. Can you imagine me? I'm trying to poop on someone's car, and I get nervous, and I'm constipated, and then you're just straining over the hood of someone's car.
It would be so embarrassing. Imagine you're like, I'm about to do the most bad bitch thing, and then your butthole is just hanging in the air. You're like, I showed her. It's like,
just looking into your brown eye.
If somebody shit on your car, though,
Rena, I'd just have to sell it. I'd actually just leave it. I think I would get out right then, and I would make a call, go get this car, take it somewhere.
Burn it.
Yeah. So she got arrested. Let me see if there's any updates on the Delco Pooper. Delco Pooper.
Did you see what
she has an OnlyFans?
Where she poops on stuff?
No, it just says the Delco Pooper appears to have an OnlyFans because of course she does. Christina Solometto, she's 44. She was charged with disorderly conduct, indecent exposure, criminal mischief, harassment, and depositing waste on the highway. She's like, it wasn't on the highway.
Can you imagine being the cop being like, I don't even know how to categorize this?
That is too many charges. They're trying to make an example out of this queen.
Also, okay, I have another question. Where was the car? Was it on a busy street? Was it a highway? Like, where was she getting out of the car?
It wasn't like a busy street. It was blurry. The person filming it was not the best.
Like, I'm wondering who filmed it. Where was this? Were there other onlookers? Like, I would get stage fright if there were a lot of people there.
I also want to see how they caught her.
I want to know what her day-to-day life is like. Like, how does she deal with stress on a day-to-day basis?
Oh, my God.
Like, a little bit of road rage. Like, how does she deal with people that, like, really do some fucked up stuff to her?
So it sounds like the cops showed up to her house and asked for more information on what happened. And that's when she allegedly told them it was a clean poop. I didn't even have to wipe. And then they arrested her. And a lot of people are saying, like, why isn't she called the Delco Dumper or the Delco Deucer?
You know, I feel like it has alliteration.
Delco Deucer is strong, but I feel like it has to be Delco Pooper. It's just more descriptive.
Can you imagine describing that to somebody? So the cops didn't get involved until afterwards. She drove home.
They had to find her.
So she pooped on this car.
Yeah, I think like they had to, maybe someone grabbed a plate or whatever. Like they had to go find her. Like there wasn't cops on the scene. So her preliminary hearing is scheduled for May 19th. So we will be outside that courthouse. Full support. We go full Karen Reed for her.
I want to know what the other person was doing.
They called her a name. I mean, yeah. So
also, like, are you just supposed to sit in your car while this is happening? Like, do you think while you're in the car, like, are you like, I should back up? Like, as the person's getting on your car, like, what are you thinking?
I mean, if this happens to me, though, someone shits on my car, again, as a comedian, I'm like, I am blessed beyond belief. That's the material all you need for the rest of your life. So, okay.
But for regular people, like, it took a couple of minutes for her to, like, get out of the car, scream at that lady, get on the hood, pull her pants down. Like, do you pull the pants down before you get on the hood?
Yeah.
You pull them down, then you get on the hood. Like, that person's sitting there. They're not, like, in reverse already. You let a person shit on your car.
I know. It was also really quick. I'm like, what was she wearing? Did she have, like, a trap door back there? Like, it's like you barely even watch her pull down.
Did she, like, pull her panties to the side?
That's what it looks like. It's so quick. She's a D1 pooper.
Right, she's done this before.
Pro level. Highest level. Okay, well, best of luck to the Delco Pooper.
Yeah.
And we're just going to talk about some headlines.
So your headlines for the week, David Beckham family feud. So David Beckham
refused. What is going on, right? I didn't look anything up.
Okay,
you
great.
tell me everything.
So David Beckham refused to celebrate birthday with son Brooklyn and Nicole amid bitter family feud. So people are kind of just speculating what this is about. Mm-hmm. For a long time, there's been a lot of speculation that, I called her Nicole before, but her name's Nicola. Nicola Peltz, who is married to Brooklyn Beckham. There's been a lot of speculation that there is a feud between her and Victoria Beckham, that they hate each other, they don't want to be around each other. This started around the time of the wedding. Nicola is the child of a billionaire. Comes from a very wealthy family, and there was a lot of like feuding about like the wedding and who was going to pay for it and be in charge of it and all this. So I also just think that the internet likes to pit women against each other, and like maybe none of that's even really true.
Okay.
But that's always been sort of in the mix. And now Brooklyn's younger brother, Romeo, is dating this girl, Kim Turnbull, who is a model and a DJ.
Okay.
And her ex, I know this is like a lot to follow.
Yeah, I know.
Her ex is Madonna and Guy Ritchie's son.
Okay.
And he is good friends with Brooklyn Beckham. So I'll like summarize it again. So Brooklyn Beckham's good friend dated his brother's now girlfriend.
Oh.
And people are speculating that like that's why there's like a feud, because he's like, you're my brother. How could you date this girl that dated my friend? You're talking about a bunch of like 20-year-olds.
Exactly, yeah.
Like I don't know why anybody's parents would get involved in that. Like why would David Beckham be like, oh, shut him?
Who dated Brooklyn Beckham? He's the boy. It's the boy, right?
Brooklyn Beckham is the oldest of the three sons, and there's a daughter also.
Lexi from Summer House.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
So she
That's
also
my
dated
connection
him.
to
Yes.
it. Okay, well.
So there's like all this drama, and I guess David Beckham had a 50th birthday party, and they were not allowed to be there.
Oh my gosh. Really drawing the line in the sand. Okay, Luigi Mangione musical is set to debut next month. The entire run is already sold out. So this is going to be in San Francisco, but if you don't have tickets, you can't go. They're probably going to be like StubHub.
Sure, resale
this is a hot ticket. Also appearing as characters in the music will be two of Mangione's fellow inmates, Diddy and Sam Bankman-Fried. I mean, I would love to see how they're going to do this. It says, a wildly irreverent, razor-sharp comedy that imagines the true story of Luigi Mangione, the alleged corporate assassin turned accidental folk hero, writes the theater company. It goes on to say that Mangione navigates friendship, justice, and the absurdity of viral fame, all with his real-life cellmates by his side. I'm dying to see this.
The way this is described is like a feel-good musical. He did murder somebody in cold blood.
Raina,
I
stop.
just like, forget about it sometimes.
Just give it up.
I forget sometimes.
It's not our business. I did this like man on the street thing, and when I was in Miami, that should debut soon. It's called Are You Okay? It's this internet show. It's like very cool, little short, like 1 minute things. And it said, one of the questions was, if blank has no fans left, that means I'm dead. And I was like, Luigi Mangione. They were like, you can't say that. I was like, oh, okay. Next question, because I don't have anything better. What, Beyonce? That's not funny. Okay, anyway.
I do forget sometimes he like murdered a person.
I know, he did, and you guys know how we feel. We don't endorse murder.
But outside of that, it's a story.
He made a statement about our healthcare system.
He did make a statement.
Which is deeply fucked up.
It is. And he's hot.
He's getting hotter. Can they talk about that in the musical? Who glows up in prison? I would look like the crypt keeper after one night in prison.
Oh, women can't get hotter in prison. That's not a thing.
No skincare.
Can you imagine how ugly I would be? Oh my God. Even yesterday I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror yesterday, and I was like, what is that thing?
I know. Sometimes I'm like, you should break up with me.
I do think about you on those days when like
Wow. She texted.
Yeah,
you should break up with her.
Sometimes I group text you guys. You guys should break up. No, I don't have independent communication with him.
Like,
I actually
is the most hideous woman. You make people shudder.
Her soul is black dust. How do you even get up in that fupa twat?
Ashley is a trash horse bitch. Have fun marrying this trash horse bitch.
That's what I'm gonna put down in your wedding speech. Let's get this trash horse bitch married. Who gives this trash horse bitch away?
No,
I'm gonna make your dad say, "I give this trash horse bitch away."
Oh my God. You make it's so funny because at weddings you really think you're like crushing, and it'll just be like a few laughs in the crowd. You're like, okay, guys,
It'll just be me and you laughing.
I'm not bombing, you're bombing.
It will just be me and you laughing. Even your fiance will be like, "This is
totally.
mean.
We'll
This
just
is
be
her
up there."
Anyways, what were
Okay.
we talking about?
All right, let's keep it moving.
Next headline, Nick Cannon says his balls are his most valuable asset after insuring them for $10 million. I would argue that you should chop those things off and that they are not a valuable asset. They are costing you money. It is the opposite of an asset.
100%. Each one $5 million.
That is crazy. Like, if you're Sydney Sweeney, insure those titties for $10 million.
Also, I've never understood the insuring of the body parts.
So
all it means is if you get something happens to them, you get the payout.
Yeah. So like an athlete, like Tom Brady could insure his legs.
Right.
A model could insure their face, things like that. It's not totally unheard of to insure your body parts if they are your livelihood, but I would really argue this is the opposite of his livelihood.
It's so true. Okay, and lastly, Lady Gaga breaks the record for highest attended concert by a female artist in history, previously held by Madonna. 2.5 million people in Rio de Janeiro. I mean,
how?
I know. I mean, did you see the photos? It's like, I don't know if there were screens everywhere. I mean,
are they just throughout the town though?
No, it like took over the town. But think about that. Like, think about how many people are in a stadium and times it by 100. Like, it's crazy. I can't even fathom it.
I can't fathom because I saw Taylor Swift at Wembley, which was just under 100,000 people, it was 90,000 people. And the sheer volume of people was like, it was terrifying to me to be in a stadium.
That's like 100,000 people.
That's 100,000
Okay, so times 20.
Yes. And I can't fathom such a thing. Like that 90,000, 100,000 is one of the biggest stadiums in the world. Like, there's a couple of like college football stadiums that are close to that size, but like I don't know how you get this many people in one area. It seems terrifying to me, but good for her.
So Madonna, it was the same place for Madonna in 2024, Copacabana Beach, 1.6 million fans. And then there was a bomb attack planned, which was thwarted, thank God, according to the police. And I guess I just ultimately love to see this. I loved her Coachella set, and I just think she's a real one and what she stands for. And I love that she is going to break those records. She's the GOAT.
No notes.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for being along on the ride of this snack. You guys can find us at girlsgottaeat.com, Girls Gotta Eat Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. I am Ash Hess. Raina is Raina.Greenberg. Subscribe on YouTube. You can watch these episodes on YouTube, of course. Share them with a friend that you think may enjoy it. And we'll see you Monday.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Bye.